Communication 121, nomination of Deborah L. Chang, Ronald N. Dela Cruz, Lily H.K. L. Dudois, Nicole K. Louis, Barbara J. Mehula, Miley B. Melrose, Boone Morrison, Alapaki P. Nahalia, and Christine Y. Wada to the Hawaii County Cultural Resources Commission from Mayor Billy Kenoy dated January 25, 2013, submitting the above nomination for the council's review and favorable recommendation pursuant to Hawaii County Code Section 2-336. Chair, I make a note that the appropriate section is 2-226.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And we will be making motions one at a time, so by default, we will be bifurcating. Jay, you were really good before. Would you mind making the motion?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Deborah L. Chang to the Cultural Resources Commission.
Very good. Margaret? Ms. Matsunaga?
Good afternoon, Margaret Matsunaga, Deputy Planning Director. I wanted to inform the council that Deborah Chang was not able to be here today. She has a family commitment. She has family from the mainland here, and I informed her I would let her know when it comes before the full council that, she would be available. In addition to what Ms. Shar Shigemura put on your communication, I did want to let you know that Ms. Deborah Chang is from Pauwilo, and she has a planning background. Specifically, she has a very much an interest in Na'alahele historic Hawaiian trails, and specifically not only the Hawaiian trails, but also the sites adjacent to the trails. And she also has certain specific interest in certain historic sites, one of which she specifically mentioned to me was the Spencer House in Waimea, which is across from McDonald's in Kamoela. So if anybody needs more information on Ms. Deborah Chang, I can also hopefully provide that to you.
Thank you very much. Any discussion? Mr. Kanuha.
Mahalo, Mr. Chair. I know she does a great job in the things that she does, and she'd be a great asset to this commission. But I definitely would recommend her coming back for the full council if it votes up today. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Ward.
Thank you. I was very impressed with Ms. Chang's qualifications. I want to vote for her, but she's not here today. And for me to be consistent, I'm going to vote a Honolulu no. And then when she comes back, I want to vote yes. So it's not that I'm against her, but that she's not here today.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Yoshimoto? No. Ms. Yaf.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Yes, I've known Ms. Chang probably since the early 80s. She was a neighbor of mine, and I've been involved in several organizations where she's been a part of it. And when she worked at the planning department, I know she did a really excellent job there. So I think she'd be a wonderful asset to this commission, especially given her background and her passion. So I'm going to support her.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Ms. Willie?
Yes, I will be supporting Ms. Chang. I've known her for a number of years. I think she's brilliant. She's very able. She understands the issues from many different perspectives. And I'm so glad that she's willing to be on this commission. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, let's take the vote.
Ms. Ia?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Honolulu no.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 8 ayes.
Thank you very much. Please do have her come back for the council meeting, just because
Okay.
we haven't got a chance to see her.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you might as well just get comfortable for a little bit. Mr. Yoshimoto, would you mind making the motion for the next?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the appointment of Ronald L. Dela Cruz to the Cultural Resources Commission.
Second.
Ms. Masunako, do you want to introduce? Mr. Dela Cruz?
Yes, at the podium here is Ron Dela Cruz.
Very good. Mr. Dela Cruz, just state your name and add anything if you'd like to make any comments. Now's the time.
I'd just like to say good afternoon and aloha, Council. I'm here to serve the county and the people. Although if you read what's on the application of the members, those applicants here, has been said before, you just have a name. My name is Ron Dela Cruz. I have been involved in, not with any council commissions or board, but I have served under 3 governors. I served under Governor Ariyoshi, Governor Waihe'e, and Governor Lingo. I served on the Traffic Safety Commission under Ariyoshi for 8 years, and also served on the Burial Council under the administration of Waihe'e and Governor Lingo. That particular commission, and board, was started because of the burial site at Honokahua in Kapalua, where there is to be an estimated, still there, and what was returned, which I was part of approximately 5,000. I myself was part of the protocol that prepared those remains, and we interned them there, about 1,500. So I've been involved with some of the issues that would be in concern with the commission, and also the lands and that the county controls and needs to be preserved and protected. I will do the best I can. So that's just give you a little bit more about who Ron Dela Cruz is. Marlo.
Thank you, Mr. Dela Cruz.
Any questions? Yeah.
Any questions or comments? Any discussion? Mr. Kanuha?
Yes, I will be supporting you, and I think you'll do a great job on the commission. Even in your background with the Burial Council, I think that's really important, because you may have opportunities on the commission to go through a certain, burial sites or whatever it is, whatever the commission decides they want to do. But with your experience and your background, I think it'd be good for this commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none.
Ms. Young?
Madam Clerk? Yep.
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Aye. Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie? Aye. Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. If it's okay with my fellow council members, Mr. Dela Cruz does not need to come back for council. So we're going to have one more meeting. You don't need to come back for it. You're good. Best you like.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. With that, Mr. Yoshimoto, would you please make a motion for our next nominee?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Lily H.K.L. Dudois to the Cultural Resources Commission.
First by a motion by Mr. Yoshimoto and a second by Councilwoman Ford.
And I'd like to introduce Lily Dudois here, who is here.
Heather, just please state your name, and then if you'd like to add anything, please do so.
Aloha, my name is Lily Hanako Kahelelani Lions Dudois, since my initials are there, so you know what they mean. Thank you for having me here today. I am a native born to Hawaii Island. I'm very honored to be here and have this opportunity. My first opportunity to serve our island in this capacity. I think that what I will contribute is something that I've learned most recently in the position that I have at the Sheraton Kona as the Director of Culture and Leisure Activities. I have connected there specifically. That's been my focus for several years now with the kupuna of the area, Auntie Lily Kong. So I have her support as well, sitting in this seat today in front of you. My biggest contribution would be that we always turn and say that the kupuna are important, those that are seen and those that are unseen, but to listen and to actually follow through what they need and what they require. to honor them truly and their legacies is something that I strongly believe in. And there's a difference than consulting a kupuna and actually following what they need and continuing their legacy. That is something that I've stayed true to where I work and have fulfilled that completely, and very honored to do so each and every day. So I am a hula dancer by birth. Hula is what pushes the blood through my veins, so that really is my cultural connection from a very small child. So very honored to be here, and thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you. Any discussion, questions? Ms. Yoff?
I'd just like to say thank you very much for coming forward and willing to serve on this commission. I think you'll do a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Yoff.
Aye.
Ms. Ford. Aye. Mr. Ilaga.
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha. Mr. Onishi. Ms. Poindexter.
Aye.
Ms. Willie.
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto.
Aye.
Chair Kern.
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. There's no need for her to come back, yeah? No need to come back during the council meeting. Thank you. Mr. Yoshimoto.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Nicole K. Louie to the Cultural Resources Commission.
First by Mr. Yoshimoto, second by Ms. Ford. Ms. Masunaga, would you please introduce?
Yes, it's my honor to introduce Nicole Louie, who's present.
Aloha.
Hi there. Give us your name and if you'd like to make any
My
comments.
name is Nicole Kialoha Okalani Lui, and I'm not much of a talker, but I like to thank everyone for the opportunity to come and present myself. And I am a descendant of many families in the Kona area. My families extend from the Kaele to the Pelikanes to the Kaihis and the Ma'a and the Kaihe Makavalus, and I can go on and on and on. And my desire is to serve the people of the community of Kona and to make sure things are done pono. So we have to make sure that we follow the rules stated with State Historic Preservation 6E8, 6E42, and make sure that the Section 106 rules are followed and implemented, so that way we can have a better communication between the public and the entities, government entities. So with that, I just wanted to leave one thought. Maybe looking into someone to staff this Cultural Resource Commission, because I think there needs to be a person who can be the go-between the government and the, whether it be any department within the county and with State Historic Preservation Division, because it's very costly to hire someone to do the work, especially writing barrier treatment plans and whatever preservation plans that may be needed. And it's just very costly to the people. And I think the permits need to get to the State Historic Preservation Division, because a lot of times the permits get taken by the person who's applying for it, when it's supposed to be, I think, government or county people are supposed to do that. And it's not being done. And working alongside with the State Historic Preservation Division as a volunteer, I've got to hear a lot of these kind of things that need to happen. And so I'll be looking really closely at these things, because I think we need to list the sites as well, because if we're going to say that we're going to take care of a site, for instance, there is a burial on Aneke Hokalole Highway that the weeds and the trees are starting to take over. And I think if I know it's been turned over to the county, that we need to make sure that these things get taken care of and not just be forgotten, put a plaque up and okay, pow. But that's me. I've done disinterments, I've done reinterments. I'm not bragging about it. I'm just sharing with you folks my expertise, and as far as doing these reinterments for Kupuna Iwi, I think it opens a whole new spiritual essence of yourself and of our kupuna. And I think we need to take care of the kupuna, but not only the kupuna, also this historical sites within the county properties. So because we can't not take care of one and then neglect the other. So with all that, thank you, and I hope I said everything nicely. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Louie. Any discussion? Mr. Iligan?
Thank you, Ms. Louie, for stepping up. One of the concerns that you had, fortunately, the director shall provide technical, clerical, administrative functions and any other duties delegated by the commission. But one of the things that I did want to mention, since you brought it up, was that the commission members should have demonstrated interest, competence, and or knowledge in historic preservation. And you nailed it right there. So you have my support.
Thank you, Mr. Iligan.
Mr. Kanuha?
Yes, mahalo for volunteering for this commission. I fully support your nomination. Nicole is actually a neighbor of mine, right up the street, about 5 houses away, so I've known her a really long time. And the family, of course, great family, Kona family. I know you'll do a great job on this commission, and you'll be an asset, so really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Kanuha.
Ms. Ford?
Thank you. Of course, I will support you, Nicole. I know your work ethic, and I appreciate all the work that you have done in the past and will be doing in the future. Thank you for joining the commission.
Thank you, Ms. Brenda.
Ms. Willie?
Thank you for coming forward. And I want to say that I want to underscore what you said about necessary staff. I think I'm also concerned about this with the Game Management Commission. I think we're setting up these commissions, and it's important that you get the support that you need. Having this commission has been something that I've been lobbying for about 5 years, most importantly because without this we do not qualify for certified local government funding. And other counties have been raking this money in, and it angers me that we haven't been eligible. And lastly, I want to say I attended the hearing on the for the DLNR concerning our federal status for funds, which we are now on. We've been on probation for inadequately caring for historic and cultural preservation, and we're still on probation. We will be assessed in March or April, and adequate staffing and carrying out this mission is critical for us to receive. We're the only state in this category. And so I support you, and come to me if you don't feel you're adequately provided. And I think that we all need to take a look at these new commissions, especially these first couple of years in the budget. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Ms. Eoff? Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. And there's no need for you to come back for the council meeting.
Mr.
Thank you.
Chair.
Chairman, I move to approve the nomination of Barbara J. Meheula to the Cultural Resources Commission.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Yoshimoto and a second by Mr. Kanuha. Ms. Masunaga?
Yes, I'd like to introduce Barbara, also known as Bobby Meheula, who's present.
Hi there.
Aloha.
Please give us your name and add anything you'd like.
Okay. My name is Barbara Bobby Meheula. When you're my age, which is kind of 100 years it seems, I have seen Hawaii go from here to there. When I grew up at Waikiki and lived on Oahu and the Big Island, actually all the islands, because when you're my age, when you're young, you get farmed off to all your family, all the vacations. But Kona was always my favorite. And so my grandaunt lived here, and I lived here a lot too, and on Oahu. But just to give you an idea, the changes I have seen on Oahu, in Hawaii actually, when I grew up, there was only one hotel at Waikiki, the Moana, and they were building the Royal. And so what I wanted to see in Hawaii is that we keep Hawaii as close as possible to what it was before. And that's why I moved here. But in growing up and in my, the contributions I think that I could give to this committee is I worked under Governor Burns for 16 years as the executive director to the Hawaii Foundation for History and Humanities. And what that means is all of Hawaii's history came under me. The National Historic Board was under me. The Hawaii Historic Board was under me. Ethnic Studies University. We were created by way of statute to preserve Hawaii's history, and that's not only Hawaiian. It was the history of Hawaii through all the cultures that were in Hawaii that made Hawaii. And that is the Japanese in Hawaii, the Chinese in Hawaii, the Filipinos, and everybody. And I worked for him for 16 years until he died, and then with Governor Ariyoshi. And then I felt it was time for me to leave politics to the rest and to live my life. And what I wanted to do was to live what I remembered Hawaii as close as possible. So, naturally, it was in Kona. And I have this small piece of property. I have 2 sons, which I've raised myself. And I have, my husband died when they were very young, and I have this small piece of property, which, like an idiot, I looked for a place that was not on the county line. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to live where there would be as slow as possible for it to be developed. And so it took me to Ho'opulua. I'm on the 2,000 elevation. I have 5 acres. But I think if anybody in Hawaii, I'm the one that lives Hawaii, lives Hawaiian. I built a small heiau on my property, which I built a heiau. In the old days, heiaus were built for up and down for everything, and I know all kinds of stuff about heiaus because that was one of my projects in history and humanities. So I built one dedicated to kani, for agricultural. It's an agricultural heiau. And then I wanted my kids to learn how to pound poi. I wanted to learn how to have, I dug a emo for them. The kids still do this. And my son, who lives in Oahu, and as successful as he is, he still comes home, and their children learn how to kalua in the imu. He teaches his son how to pound the poi, but mostly it is to preserve what is Hawaii. I think I can contribute a lot to this committee. Mostly is because I think in this whole wide Hawaii, I think my heart isn't big enough to love it more. I love every part of Hawaii's history. Right now, but I've been involved in farming, in everything. And but I have retired. I did do the inauguration of all the governors since Governor Quinn till Governor, I can't even think of it. No, I did Waihe's. Cayetano was the last one, and it was hard to and do all the flowers back and forth when you live on this island. But I do all the flowers at Mauna Kea Beach Hotel, and I still travel those 2 hours going back and forth. I still am involved in Hawaii's beauty and everything else, but I think I could contribute to this committee, and I'm willing to answer any question you want.
Thank you very much. Any discussion? Mr. Kanuha?
Mahalo, Auntie Barbara, for your volunteerism and for also serving on this commission. I think you can contribute a whole lot to this commission, and you will be an asset. And you'll have a different perspective as well. So that'll be something good to be on this commission as well. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Willie?
I appreciate all that you said, and in particular, your goal of preserving Hawaiian history and the mix of cultures and the richness and the value of all of the others, Japanese, Chinese, Filipino, all together. And I see this commission as really important, and I hope that you're able to pursue this as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, let's take the vote.
Ms. Eoff?
Aye.
Ms. Ford? Aye. Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Thank you very much. And there's no need to come back for the council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, members.
Mr. Yoshimoto, please make a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Miley B. Melrose to the Cultural Resources Commission.
I have a motion by Mr. Yoshimoto, second by Mr. Kanuha. Is Masunaga?
Yes, I'd like to introduce Miley Melrose, who's present.
Well, good afternoon. I am Miley Melrose, and I am a Kona resident for the last 12 years. I was a Waimea resident for 25 years before that. I am a Kona girl at heart. I'm very pleased that this commission is getting its start here in Kona, because this side of the island is just choked with all kinds of history. We all know this. I cannot come at this, obviously this commission is loaded with people who are coming from the Hawaiian perspective. I am a haole. I have a Hawaiian name because my parents were very homesick, and I was born in Baltimore. But I'm an active member of Kona Historical Society, and I can certainly claim that I would look out for all the cultures, because that is, well, it's kind of what is so wonderful about Hawaii at this point, is that we are a mix of cultures. And of course, the host culture is the land we're on top of, and if we're covering things up that we shouldn't be covering up, I'm all for stopping that. But who knows? Hello, and thank you for letting me be here. If you have a question, I'm perfectly happy to answer it.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yeah, just real quick. Thanks for being willing to do this, Miley. And I have to say, I think your sense of humor is going to be appreciated on this commission.
I hope so.
Ms. Poindexter.
Now I remember the Waimea Gazette.
Yes, the
You
Waimea
did a
Gazette.
lot with the Waimea Gazette, so you're very familiar with a lot of community work. So thank you for being here. I knew the name rang a bell somewhere, and went for
That
many,
is my
many
writing
years.
past.
Yes, but thank you for giving of your time. Aloha.
Oh, well, thank you.
Any other discussion? Ms. Eoff?
I just wanted to say thank you too, and I think you have demonstrated your commitment to Hawaii's history, and you will bring a very diverse perspective with all the Kona Historical Society work that you've done. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Onishi?
Yeah, thank you. You look like you're a very energetic person, so that's very good. You're going to keep the group going.
Well,
Thank
I'm
you for
sorry, I
volunteering.
clapped. I kind of forgot I wasn't supposed to make any noise. Yes. Yeah. No, you have to have energy or we're all going to fall asleep. So, I mean, this is good.
Any other discussion? Mr. Ilagan?
You have great enthusiasm, Ms. Melrose, and I'm glad they sprinkled a little haole in there.
Yeah, gotta have a little haole, you know.
Well, I do support your nomination, and I will confirm it.
Oh, thank you.
Any other discussion? Being none, let's take the vote.
Ms. Hia.
Aye.
Ms. Ford.
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan.
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha.
Aye.
Mr. Onishi. Ms. Poindexter.
Aye.
Ms. Willie. Aye. Mr. Yoshimoto.
Aye.
Chair Kern.
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
And there's no need for you to come back for the council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Boone Morrison to the Cultural Resources Commission.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Yoshimoto, second by Mr. Kanuha. Ms. Masunaga, is Mr. Morrison
Yes,
available?
I believe Boone Morrison should be in Hilo, and if you could come up and identify yourself, Mr. Morrison?
Mr. Morrison, give us your name, and if you'd like to make any comments, please do so.
Aloha. My name is Boone Morrison. I'm a registered professional architect, and I'm also a federally certified historic preservation architect, meaning that I'm qualified to work on national historic landmarks and projects of that nature. I've been a resident of Big Island full-time for 42 years, and in the course of that time have managed to have the opportunity to restore close to 40 historic structures, both here and on Kauai and Maui. And I'm very, very committed to the preservation of our past for the enjoyment of our future. As I sat here listening to the other testimonies and comments, it occurred to me that there's a difference between nostalgia and preservation. Nostalgia is about the past, but preservation is about the future. And I think those of us who have been put forward to this commission have the future in our hands as much as we do the past, because what we will work to preserve will be a legacy for those who come after us. And it seems to me, anyway, that if we know where we've been, we'll have a better idea of where we're going. My work in preservation here began in 1977 with the restoration of the 1877 historic volcano house at the National Park. Since then, I've done numerous buildings in downtown Hilo, the Hata building, the Volcano Block, Kernan's, Palace Theater, Haile Church. On Kauai, almost 24 buildings following Hurricane Iniki in 1993 and 4. It's been a wonderful opportunity to leave behind some buildings that will continue to have a useful life. And I think this commission, by virtue of how it goes about its work, can encourage building owners to bring the buildings back into use, to help them come up with adaptive reuse of a building, such as we've done with many buildings in Hawaii. I've worked extensively with the State Historic Preservation Division of DLNR, and understand the needs of meeting their requirements. Of course, I understand the Secretary of the Interior standards for historic preservation. And I also had an opportunity, which I think can bring something to this table with the commission, to work extensively with a similar commission on the island of Kauai, Kauai Historic Preservation Review Commission, who is charged with the very same things that this commission will be charged with. I've presented more than 20 projects before them. I understand how they work, what their criteria is, how they interrelate with the planning department and the other aspects of county government, and perhaps more importantly, how they relate with state historic preservation and through them the National Park Service. The comments that were made earlier about the certified local government are very important because it does in fact offer opportunities for funding, both general funding for the operation of the commission, but more importantly, project-based funding. And I've already started looking into that. I've been discussing it with Mr. Ross Stevenson, who is in the State Historic Preservation Division. He was on island, in fact, a week and a half ago, and we spent a day and a half together. And he was very informative, and I have some materials that I'll be willing to share when the time comes. I think this commission carries a tremendous opportunity with it. And the opportunity is to help our community understand the living value of history. I think we always see history as something dusty in a little case in a museum someplace. It's far more than that. I think when people can come into a historic property, can begin to enjoy these lovely spaces, can come to be taught the history of a given area, the things that took place there, it begins to have even more meaning. It enriches our community. And I'm really honored to have been asked to potentially join this group. I think it's a tremendous opportunity for us and for the island. If you have any questions, please.
Any discussion? Ms. Ford?
Thank you. Mr. Morrison, I do not have a question for you, but I have to say that I'm tremendously impressed with your background. I think you bring an unusual element to this commission. Not unusual in a bad sense, unusual in a very, very positive sense. And I know this commission is going to do a good job. I know that every one of you are going to be very dedicated to preserving our history for the future. I'm specifically pleased to hear about your background for national historic sites, because frankly, I guess it's my former district now, in Mr. Kanuha's new district, we lost a national site. And I think it's a tremendous loss to all of us that such things happen. So I'm looking forward to this commission helping all of us, helping the planning department and helping this council understand more about why it is so important to preserve our history for our future. And I think you said it better than I could ever have said it. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Ms. Willie?
I just want to say ditto. You have all of our support. I think it's really important that we bring preservation back to the future, sense of place. This is what helps to keep our kids here and not run away, and educate and be part of place-based education. And again, thank you all for volunteering.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, let's take the vote.
Ms. Yoff? Aye. Ms. Ford? Aye. Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Aye. Ms. Poindexter? Aye. Ms. Willie? Aye. Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. Thank you. There's no need for you to come back for our council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morrison.
Aloha.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Nahalea to the Cultural Resources Commission.
A motion by Mr. Yoshimoto, a second by Mr. Kanuha. Ms. Matsunaga?
Yes, I believe appearing via video is Alapaki Nahalea.
Aloha.
Aloha. Give us your name, and if you'd like to add anything, please do so.
Thank you. Aloha mai kako. My name is Alapaki Nahalea. I'm born and raised here in Hilo. Aloha Chairman Kern and members of the committee. It's listening to all of the nominees before me. It's really a humbling experience. I know a little bit about them, but something about hearing folks share about their background in person kind of helps you understand the spirit with which they have done the work. So I'm really honored to be considered. In reflecting on all the experience and talents folks brought, I kind of thought about myself and what I'd hope to bring to the commission. I've done a lot of different things, but first and foremost, I'm an educator. And I liked one of the testifiers talked about these historic sites being living places, and that's how I would view them. You know, I'd be very concerned about how these sites, like Boone talked about, are for our future, and we accomplish that by making them accessible. I think our special places teach us about our past so that we can make better decisions about our future. The other thing I guess I'm excited about is the fact that it's a new commission, and I think that we'll have a lot of work to do in terms of structure and relationship building and working. How do we work with the planning department and with the community in general? And that's the kind of work I like to do. So I'm excited about offering that as well. I won't share any more because I think others before me have done a great job talking about the importance of this body. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion? Mr. Ilagan?
Mr. Nahalea,
Aloha.
So good to see you.
You too.
And I'm glad I got to see you in the community before you came up to the commission. I have great respect for you. Unfortunately for you, I will be contacting you and seeking your advice. So you will be hearing from me, and we'll have this open communication.
Excellent.
It's just because you live so close, and it's easy to get a hold of you.
All right.
So I just want to say I will be confirming you, and you have my full support.
Thank you.
Ms. Poindexter?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you for the service that you're going to be giving to this commission, and thank you for all that you have done in our communities as well. I think you bring a lot to the table, and like the other, I did not speak to the others who were nominated, but I'm getting so excited listening to all of their backgrounds, and this is such a wonderful commission. So thank you for your willingness to serve. Aloha.
Thank you. Aloha.
Ms. Yoff?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Aloha, Mr. Nahalea. I worked
Aloha.
with Olapaki when he was a commissioner with the 2009 Charter Commission, and I really enjoyed working with him. He's a problem solver, and he can really assess the situation and come up with the solutions. And he has a great understanding of our island, and so I really appreciate him coming forward to serve on this commission. Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Thank you. Mr. Onishi?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Aloha, Alapaki.
Aloha.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Good. I really appreciate, you volunteering, and, I known you for a long time, and, I no guarantee you're going to be bringing in a lot to this group, and, you being an educator, background, that will help also this group. And so, continue your great work, and I know you'll be like a 100% plus person for this commission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Ms. Willie?
Yeah. Thank you. And I hope that you and all of you on the committee look at this somewhat as a partnership with us, that we're here to support you and think about ways that we can do so. And I think, one way, just in terms of educating, I'd really like you to come back, and whether it's every 3 months or 6 months, whatever you think is reasonable, and do a presentation so we can sort of maybe teach kids and learn as we go and watch you, and as you identify sites or identify ways that we can preserve sites, and trails are of particular importance to me, and preserve this. So make it somewhat of an island-wide educational opportunity. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, let's take the vote.
Ms. Yoff?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Mr. Yoshimoto?
Aye.
Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. Nahalea, no need to come back during the council meeting. Thank you very much. Councilmember Yoshimoto?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to approve the nomination of Christine Y. Wada to the Cultural Resources Commission.
A motion by Mr. Yoshimoto, second by Mr. Kanuha. Ms. Matsunaga?
Hi, I'd like to introduce you to Christine Wada, who's present in Kona.
Ms. Wada, give us your name and make any comments you'd like to.
I'm Chris Wada, and recently retired resource teacher, Department of Education, and actually I'm still working, semi-retired, in a program that I was already doing while fully employed in culture-based education. While this is a new experience for me as a volunteer in this capacity, at this level of government, I look forward to serving in this commission.
Thank you. Any discussion? Mr. Onishi?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Ms. Wada. And I guess you're not too used to in front of the council.
No, I
yes,
wasn't
but
expecting to.
I'll make it really short.
I thought we would be in a group and we would all stand up and be a group.
I'll make it really short. Thank you very much for volunteering, and I know you're gonna bring, a bunch of knowledge to this group, and whatever help you folks going to need from the council, just let us know. Thank you.
Mr. Logan, and then Ms. Ford.
I just wanted to make a comment as you as a teacher. It's you teachers that made me who I am, because I really appreciate your guidance while I was going through school, and I just wanted to say just thank
Oh,
you.
you are kind. Thank you.
It was the apple. Ms. Ford?
Thank you. Ms. Wada, I'm really pleased that you're going to be on this commission. I think you said you were a cultural resource instructor?
No.
Oh, I missed that.
Yes, a resource teacher in the induction program. So in my capacity as a state resource teacher, I helped with new hires, new teachers. The induction program offered, one of its components was culture-based education, which is place-based learning. It's about identifying and appreciating your sacred, cultural, historic sites, but it's also about knowing your community, because many teachers come from elsewhere, and so we felt a responsibility for teachers to get to know their communities, the people that they serve, and to be building relationships. So it's about the place, the culture, and the people, and my interest in serving in this commission was with that background.
I think you are going to have quite a tremendous impact, because while we have every person on this commission has a tremendous background in our cultures, various cultures, and our history, and want to preserve that. Coming from the education industry, I'm going to be kind of watching for you to educate the public, because where I see us falling down, us as a community, not just us as a council or commission or anything, but what I see in the community is maybe, especially, I hate to point fingers at myself and people who come from the mainland, but a lot of us who come from the mainland, as a lot of the teachers do, don't really understand. And I think it takes a teacher to reach out and educate those of us who have fallen in love and moved here, and need to understand why it is so important to preserve what we have. And I look to you to be that outreach to the public from this commission, not just to the council, but maybe to the public as well. We have a lot of misunderstandings sometimes when people move here, and it kind of makes me cringe sometimes when I hear some of the comments that are made. And I think education is what corrects ignorance. Ignorance is not a horrible thing. It just means you haven't learned something, and it's correctable, but it's correctable by teachers. And that's why I'm looking to you for on this commission. So you have a bigger burden sometimes than some of the rest of them, but thank you for serving.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Kanuha?
No, I think you'll do great on this commission, and the contributions that you'll give will be amazing. So I fully support it, and I know you really well, so I couldn't say anything better, anything more.
Thank you.
Well,
I remember you at high school. I also, is that right? I also remember Mr. Onishi at Hilo High.
Any other discussion?
Just real quick, I want to thank you, and I didn't hear you say this, but I know you have great facilitation skills as well, because when we first moved to this West Hawaii Civic Center, you were there quite often helping to facilitate all aspects of the move and settling in and making sure that we identify and give this place its proper identity. So I didn't hear you mention that or anything, but I know that that's a very good skill that you have.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Mr. Onishi?
But just to let council members know, Ms. Wada was the one, she helped out at when we had our first meeting here and we had to get together. She was a senior volunteer that helped put the things together. Yeah.
Very good. Any other discussion? Seeing none, let's take the vote.
Ms. Eoff?
Aye.
Ms. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Ilagan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Onishi? Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie? Mr. Yoshimoto? Chair Kern?
Aye.
Chair Kern, you have 9 ayes.
Very good. Thank you. And there's no need to come back for the council meeting. So thank you very much. Congratulations. And we'll take a 5-minute recess, and if you'd like to come through and shake hands, we can congratulate you, and we will begin at it's close there.